It's the Date Master, and yes, we're back with another video. We have a banger tonight. Oh, yes, we have a banger tonight. More revelation, more unlayering of your current dilemma in the modern world of dating in 2023. The over-glorification of celebrity relationships. Let's talk about it. But before we jump into the conversation, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified once I drop a video. But let's go ahead and get into it. The over-glorification of celebrity relationships. I know you are familiar with this, and I've noticed this trend on social media to where, again, the women and the men are now using certain stances from a celebrity, all of these celebrity relationships with once the fallout comes, the unfollowing, just all of the trends. They're trying to assimilate to that style of dating, not knowing that the celebrities that they admire so much live a lifestyle that they really can't imagine because they're in the regular realm. They do a 9 to 5. They are not able to wake up at 5 a.m. and say, you know what, I want to go to Dubai or Paris and I want to be there by 8 o'clock tonight. And them not packing any luggage, just jump. They don't understand what that lifestyle entails. The level of work, sacrifice, and dedication to get to such a level. But because social media has put everyone in the same classroom, what people start to do, they look at the look and say, well, I kind of look like her. Maybe I can be like her. This is why Nelly and Ashanti's relationship is trending very hard online, because this is what you call spinning the block. So a lot of women have that. When they see these type of scenarios play out, they think that they can too do the same. They think a man is going to spin the block for them, and they're not. Well, they may for an occasional lay, or just to see if they can still get a lay, but it's not going to be anything serious. Because what has the woman done to warrant you spinning the block? What did you see her? What was the energy? What was the exchange? Because it has to be something a little more than just looking good. It has to be some type of mutual attraction there, right? For you to put in so much effort to get the relationship back on an accord that it, if you was to look at it, seemingly never left. So women see these stories play out with the Sierra, with the Prayer, single mother coming from Future, but still being able to get married to a high-value man, and Russell Wilson. They think they can play these exact scenarios out, which is why they're so invested in them. You see, all of the most recent with the Joe Smith, and I'm looking at it and I'm calling it a hoax, because when you weigh up, when you look at certain things and you look at reaction time, right? You look. Let's take a pause, and we're going to get into the Joe Smith and his wife with the OnlyFans announcement. She coincidentally has him on video. He has something to say. He does not agree with it. He quote unquote leaves. The very next day of this video coming out, the next video comes out and it shows her talking about him leaving. So if this was a real situation, wouldn't one think that she would not be on the internet, but would be fighting tooth and nail to save her marriage if indeed she valued it? Why would she have a update the very next day? For Facebook, we haven't been familiar with the Joe Smith household up until now. Why all of a sudden she's so invested in giving us something on Saturday and making sure we get an update Sunday morning? That's why I say the internet is the new wrestling. You gotta be, you have to know what you're looking at. When the cheesecake fake, we're responding to these skits, even though they have some truth to them. We know it's satire, but that also exposes a lot of other things. The fact that we're reacting at such a rate to where we believe that this is true because of the delusional conversations we have with ourselves and with others on a daily basis. We think seeing a chick say she don't eat Cheesecake Factory, knowing damn well it looks like she just ate a bucket of Church's chicken or a box of chicken from Popeyes. But she's telling you on the internet she does not eat Cheesecake Factory. And we're running with it with all of these reactions and responses if this has any type of truth to it. So we're not responding to the truth. We're responding to the conversation that we have, that we entertain on a daily, not knowing that they're foolish. Because the woman wants to outdo the next woman. Wherever she is in life, she feels she's been rebuilt. She wants the over the top. The woman who has come to a state of being in which she knows she can only accept bottom shelf, she'll be happy with the bottom shelf. Some women come to that conclusion. That's what they go for. This is how some men slide in and just get them someone they can move in and leech on and, have some type of security. The hobosexual. But what you have now is the women taking these relationships and these videos, these skits, and they're internalizing them, thinking that it's them, that they can be in that seat on the other side of the camera. They think they're content creators and influencers when they're all doing and saying the same shit. Imagine me saying I'm gonna be an influencer, but I'm doing saying the same shit, same pictures, same captions as 62,000 other chicks that look just like me. This is a fool. But the fantasy of getting a Russell Wilson, a fantasy of getting a man of Nelly's accomplishment and stature to spin the block or to save them from their plight. This is the woman's lottery ticket. This is why she's so invested, because that's her mindset. She doesn't deal in reality, because reality for her is not the same reality for you. This alone will keep the modern woman single, because she's in love with the fantasy. It'll be no different than me sitting under the chimney every Christmas from 4 years old to 64 years old, hoping and wishing Santa Claus come out that chimney. And my mother and father watching me foolishly sit in front of this chimney, because they're the ones who indoctrinated me with the belief and the celebration of Christmas and Santa Claus in the first place. You see? So out of fear of my reaction, they don't want to wake me up. So again, and I liken this to a real story. When I was about 7, 8 years old, I found out that Santa Claus wasn't real because I saw the toys in the closet. And I wasn't really disappointed, but I was relieved in a sense. I was like, okay, so yeah, Santa Claus ain't real. We over that. So we take it to school. Yeah, Santa Claus ain't real. Yeah, I know Santa Claus ain't real. Some people are still in disbelief. Santa Claus is real to them. So to sit up under this chimney for 50 years, hoping and wishing a fictional character jumps out of it, is self-destruction at best. I'm hoping and wishing a fictional character jumps out of this because of the stories, the mystique that my parents provided me to give me this experience that she's seen, or that they seen millions of others do. The conditional programming. We're all doing the same dumbass shit. Well, I'm gonna tell my son about Santa Claus too. So they're getting together doing this foolishness and wondering why you're getting what you're getting as the result. Not knowing what sparks you're leaving or starting when you embed a lie into a child. Expecting them to figure out the lie. It's what you see in the dating realm now. A lot of lies, a lot of false propaganda by using these celebrities who have the followings. In reality, the entertainment world should not be as big as it is, but it is a drug in a sense. It is a vehicle or a tool that takes people out of their current reality just for a moment, whether it's a concert, whether it's a movie, whether it's a football game, it takes them out of that reality just for that moment or whatever they decided to spend. The basketball game is about 2 hours. The concert may be about 3 hours, depending on what it is. So that is why it is so big, because it is a placebo. It's not real. People want to use it to medicate. But you cannot medicate with something that is not real. Synthetic medication does not heal you. So you find out who these people are. You see the scandals, you see the truth. You hear these horror stories about these people who get nothing but claps and applauses. The P. Diddy's, the Jay-Z's. When we know, the ones who are inclined to know, to get to the top of the podium or the top of the food chain, you have to do some things you cannot speak of to get to those levels. You have to do some unthinkable things. They're not just going to allow you up to the rank. You have to work your way up. But this is the common, not the common, but this is the reality of today. I said the Western woman has been poisoned. She cannot think for herself. Gender, you have women saying they're gender fluid, as if the baby can come out and say, I want to go left or right, when they're going to go with what is natural in most cases. All you have to do is repeat. The psychology is one of the most diabolical sciences and the most necessary sciences that we need. The human mind is very, very interesting. You never know what will happen. You never know what a person will do. You never know who's sleeping next to you. You never know. That's why you have these stories snapped in First 48 and these intimate murders. It's quite interesting. But it's necessary to know what and who you're dealing with, because you have to know who you are. You can't know this person or that person without knowing who you are. So if you look at yourself and what you believe in and you're just regurgitating, repeating what you've heard, then you probably are a bot. If you're invested in these relationships as if you really know the people involved, you're a bot. You're in love with a pipe dream. You don't live in reality. This will keep the modern woman single. This will keep us in the current vortex that we're in with the everyday arguments about 50-50. Chicks don't want to work. They want traditional men. Meanwhile, they're untraditional. The man is not good enough. The woman is not good enough. It's just going to keep that vortex spinning and spinning. But that's my take on the over-glorification of celebrity relationships. You let me know what your take is. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.